Hello, welcome to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. If you're new here, hi. Thanks for stopping by, checking out my channel. It's all about crochet, a little bit about knitting, a lot about yarn, and my journey in this fantastic yarning community. Returning subscribers, hey, thanks so much for coming, spending a little bit of your Monday with me. I really do appreciate you. Today is Make Along Monday. I'll update you on the make alongs that I'm in, see how much progress I've made on some of them. I even have a finished object to show you today. So let's start with the Double Dog Dare Knit Blanket. This is a challenge from Laura at Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming. She was taking some knitting classes and we're all like, hey, I want to learn how to knit. She's like, all right, I double dog dare you. So yeah, I'm learning how to knit, and we are making the Fall Chunky Cuddler Blanket by Mama in a Stitch. If you're interested in the pattern, I have it listed in my description box below. This is a very beginner friendly. You're learning how to knit and purl and now knit two together, yarn over, knit two together. It's not complicated. If you want to learn how to knit and watch a few videos on how to do the knit and how to do the purl, you can make this blanket. And you can make it as poorly as I am, because this thing is riddled with mistakes, and that's okay. This is definitely a learning process for me. I have dropped a stitch that I just found. It's dropped like 4 rows. I couldn't figure out where this big gaping hole came from when I was doing my yarn over, and it's because I dropped a stitch. And my biggest problem is I didn't move my lifeline up. My lifeline's all the way down here, and I forgot to move it up when I started this next section, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to fix that. So yeah, but anyway, here we are. This is the Fall Chunky Cuddler. You can see I've made a mistake here. I did the wrong stitch here. But it's a learning process. This is never leaving my house. This is just going to be a, warm. This is warm. This yarn is fabulous. I'm using a Karen Anniversary Cake, and the color is called Tropical Butterfly. Although this does not look anything tropical and or butterfly. To me, this looks straight out fall, right? Fall, y'all. And this section is you do a row of yarn over, knit two together, and then you knit a couple of rows, and then you yarn over, knit two together. I just gotta watch some videos on how to pull this back up and get it back up on the needle, and it's really pretty, and it's nice, and it's if you are on the fence about learning how to knit, this will help, because I've learned a lot. I've learned the anatomy of a stitch, which is really important. I can now tell the difference between a knit stitch and a purl stitch very easily. So yeah, like last week I told you I made the mistake. I stopped it in the middle of the row and had to figure out which way I was going again. This is definitely a learning experience, and so glad I did it. So anyway, this is that blanket. I am caught up to Laura. We should finish this in, I think, like 6 weeks, maybe, because we're only doing like 4 rows a week. So we might 4 or 5 weeks, 6 weeks, maybe we'll finish sometime in November, I think, is when the finish date on this is. And so yes, I'm caught up. Go for me. All right, the next make along that I'm in, that just ended actually, is the Jackie at Crochet HD. I love the 80s crochet along, or make along, because you can make whatever. She made that really cool 80s inspired sweater. I have 2 projects that I am working on. All right, well, one is finished, one I'm working on. The one that I am working on is a Tunisian project that I just dropped my hook. I'm using the yarn that she had made. Thriss and Stitches full spectrum yarns. She made a colorway called Miami Vice. And this is it caked up. And it's so pretty. And it's the teals and the pinks and the maroon. So pretty. This yarn is freaking fantastic. It's so soft and it makes up so beautifully. The stitch definition is outstanding. I'm doing a cowl called the Ocean Tunisian cowl. I'll put the designer's name here. It is a pattern on Ravelry. It's beautiful and gorgeous, and this cowl is going to be all that when it's done. I'll admit, I haven't touched it since the last time you saw it. I've been working on granny squares, but that's okay. This is, you know, a winter object that's going to one of my kids. So, but yeah, this yarn is fabulous. It has a beautiful, beautiful stitch definition. The stitch I'm doing in Tunisian is called the Tunisian smock stitch, which I had never done before. So I'm really glad I learned this one. I am using my Knitter's Pride Dreams hook. This is a 5.5 millimeter US 9 on one of their cords. So that is my Tunisian project for that make along. But my finished object is crash. The Jacob's Ladder blanket that I was working on that I'm gonna donate to Boggy Creek is complete. It is done. Anyway, this is done. I love how this turned out. It is so fun. I used Big Twist from Joann's in black, hot pink, and teal. It's 100% acrylic. I wanted to put one more little single crochet row around on top of the green border, but I ran out, and I'm not running into town for one skein of black. It's just not gonna do it. So it didn't get the absolute finishing touch, but I think it turned out really pretty. It's the perfect size for Boggy Creek, and this says hello 80s, does it not? It's so much fun. The colors are so bright. I'm sure one of the kids at the camp will enjoy this blanket a lot. So that is the finished Jacob's Ladder. This pattern is from Sandy at Crochet Canada. There are a million other Jacob's Ladder patterns out there. That's just the one that I chose. It's a very easy to remember pattern once you get started. If you can count to 5 and do a double crochet and a chain 10, you can do this blanket too. So yeah, it's fun, it's easy. And one more down for Boggy Creek. That is probably the last Boggy Creek blanket that I'll make from myself that isn't squares. I am going to spend the rest of the fall and winter putting these squares together in blankets. We have a lot of squares, and I hope more coming, because I'm using 42 squares a blanket. So that's I mean, that sounds like but it's a lot. And I'm booking through them. So we all that came in, the last batch that came in, are now sorted. I have laundry baskets full of squares in my living room. So I finished one whole blanket yesterday. Got one done and it's ready to go. So Friday I have 1, 2, 3, 4 to show you, and hopefully there'll be a couple more by Friday. So hopefully 6 blankets I'll have to show you on Friday. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the videos below about send me your squares, why I'm doing this. Because this is Make Along Monday. The last Make Along that I'm in is the Judy's Creations in Crochet flower cal Make Along. She gives us a picture of a flower, and that's the inspiration, and I'll pop in this month's picture right here. This is, you would think I would remember the name of the flower since it's a September flower and I'm a September baby, and no, just pretty flowers. And so I picked out this dark purpley red color, and I picked out this yarn. And this yarn is Vitellana Oasis by Knit Crate. It's a 50 alpaca wool, 25 Peruvian Highland merino wool blend, and a 25 Siri alpaca. It's a DK weight of 252 yards. And it says it's made in Peru. All Vitellana yards are made exclusively for Knit Crate. I wish they would become something else because I love this yarn. This is so gorgeous and so pretty. The other color I'm using is Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek Low Pill Fiber. It's 174 yards. This color is called Linen, and this one is made in Turkey in these stupid donuts that fall apart. But anyway, it's just a really soft color. This is where I'm at. This shawl is called the Fernay Shawl by Claire M at Truly Crochet. It was a pattern on Ravelry. You can find it on Ravelry. I believe it was a free one. And it's a very easy to remember 4-row repeat. If you can do a double crochet, you can do this pattern. It's really not complicated. It's the perfect monotonous, mindless, you just go back and forth pattern. I'm going to finish the rest of this ball, and then where did my little ball go? Oh no, where did it go? I have just a little bit left of the Moroccan, which I have dropped and I don't know where it went. Oh, here it is. This is all I have left of my one that I originally schemed up, and I'm going to go with this until it's gone and then add this at the end. So this is going to turn out to be something really big and wonderful, and I'm probably going to make it bigger than the pattern says, but I don't care. I'm just going to use up this whole thing and this whole thing and be done. And I should hopefully, and it goes fast, and so I'm hoping to get this finished this week for the Judy's Creations and Crochet. And it is so soft. Oh my goodness, is this soft and squishy and warm. So there is that. So that, you guys, is Make Along Monday. I hope you all had a great weekend. I did. I got to work on the foggy blankets, sort some squares, get some things planned out. We are cooking along. Like I said, I've got 6 blankets to show you. Hopefully, maybe 7 by Friday. We'll see. 6 for sure. But anyway, and I've got some other things that I'm working on. I need to make my daughter a shawl. She's requesting a shawl for a show that she's doing. She wants something to wear to a fall show. So I've got to put together one real quick for her for that. So with that, you guys, I am going to let you go. I hope you have a great Monday. Have a wonderful week. Be kind to yourself. Take care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of the ones you love. But above all, be kind to everyone, and we'll talk to you on Wednesday.